Okay, hello and welcome to Toolbox Coding. This is a Flutter demonstration of creating a login page with the problem of the keyboard overflowing on the user interface. So to solve this problem, there are several ways and methods to do it. However, I'm going to show you guys the ListView method. Let's say you have a login page and a complete login screen with your custom widgets in the page. Here we have 3, and this person, or let's say me actually, I've dynamically spaced my widgets with spacers so that they're dynamically spaced no matter what the screen size. However, we'll see that this won't work once we use the list view. So to solve this issue, we're going to transform our column and put it inside a list view so that the login page does not return a column, it will return a list view. So let's do this. We'll change the method to return a list view. We'll take the column widget, we'll cut it quickly, put in the list view, and paste our column back inside. Now we'll see that Flutter will not build the user interface because we have spaces within a list view, and these spaces basically are taking up an infinite amount of space, or let's say Flutter does not know how much space they should take. So let's remove them. Go, and we'll retry, and there we go. Our user interface builds. However, you might be unsatisfied because you can now no longer use the spacers and you want to add space in between of your widgets. For this, there are also several ways of solving the issue. But first, before we get into doing this, we can remove the center widget here because it no longer has a purpose. If we just put in the login page here, we still get the same results because we have a list view. Now let's say we want to put space in between our groups of widgets. We can do that by adding a size box of a determined height 30. And put that in here as well. We can do this, and the user interface already looks much better. And we can see that if we now were to click on the keyboard, we no longer have an overflow. The user can now enter their username and password without the screen overflowing, which is good. And we actually solved the problem with this. Now, just to make the user interface slightly prettier, we're going to add some modifications. So let's say you want the logo to always start after 10% of the screen height. So we need an empty box here of 10% of the screen size that we can do very easily, even within a list view without a spacer or some form. For this, we use, again, the size box, and we give it a height. Now, what height are we going to use? We're going to use the media query, which takes the device's screen dimensions, and with the .size.height, we can get the device screen's height. And to get 10% of it, we can do times 0.1. Times 1 is getting 100% of it, so getting its actual size. Times 0.1 is getting a tenth of that, which is a tenth of 100% is 10%. Let's do that, and there we go. Here we have it. Let's double check. Yes, there's no overflow anymore. Now, the login page still doesn't look too pretty in my eyes. I would like to add some padding. Let's do that. We can add in some padding and sets. I like to use, there we go, the LTRB. Let's say we want a padding of 20 there, 0 on top, 20 on the left, 0 at the top, 20 on the right, and 0 at the bottom. Let's see what it does. It makes the login page a lot better. So there we have it. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys have solved your issue with this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Happy coding.